content. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Scatter Roots podcast. Coming in hot today with El Mero Mero Luis Miguel. Rudy, how are you doing, man?
What a little bop! That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed this.
Man, it's that 80s, man.
Where have I heard this in some kind of important setting or show? I've heard this song.
I don't know, man. This is just that bag, you know? I don't know.
But I've heard it. Like something about it stands out to me, which is why like when you played it earlier, I was like, oh yeah, we got to do this one.
It beats me, dude, honestly. Yeah. I mean, it's like one of the only Luis Miguel songs I know personally. I don't really, I'm being fake. I don't really get into Luis Miguel bag too often.
Hey, but you know, so that's pop?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's definitely a pop song.
That's a pop song,
but
right?
Luis Miguel like transcends all genre because he has like his mariachi bag. He has everything. That man has been around for so long. He has his ballads. You know what I'm saying? La Incondicional.
I have my love ballads too.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Let me see it. Let me hear it.
Yeah, oh, you'd be so lucky. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
No, but yeah, I would definitely call that pop. He has one other song that I really, really, really like. It's a cover of, what's that Michael Jackson song? What's the cover? What's his other song? It's like Blame It on the Boogie. Yeah, he has a Spanish version of that. Yeah.
I was gonna say blame it on the alcohol.
No, I said Michael Jackson. All right, I didn't say. What's his name?
Blame it on the Henny. Blame it on the blue top. Got you feeling dizzy.
No,
it's T-Pain. Is that T-Pain?
No. It's not T-Pain.
Who's that? We're on
Jamie Foxx, right? No. Damn. Who's blaming it on the alcohol? No.
I'm pretty sure that's T-Pain.
That's not the song you're singing.
Oh, Jamie Foxx.
See? You fucking bonobos.
But it's featuring T-Pain. Thank you.
But who sings the part you're singing?
It
not
is
T-Pain.
Jamie Foxx. Yeah, it is Jamie
blame
Foxx.
It on the That's not T-Pain.
Hey, let's not act like I was out of pocket, okay? It's not like I called Shrek Chris Rock or nothing.
Oh, yeah, no.
All right.
You would never.
I've never.
No, but real quick, just go check out that song, though. I forget what it's called, but I think it's called like Playa or something
La
like
Bikini?
that. No. I'll tell you after the show.
Watch that be the name of the song. Watch.
Definitely not.
Watch out.
But yeah, man, what's up? How you doing, dude? You didn't answer my question.
I am doing very well this evening. Thank you, Kevin. How are you?
I am A-okay, you know? Just cut my hair today.
What does A-okay mean? Where does this saying come from?
A-okay?
It's just A, like the passing grade?
I don't know, man. I feel like maybe it's just like, hey, okay. But people just kind of started saying, hey, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I used to hate?
What?
When you were like, you know, back in the day.
Like me? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, you're too cool to be like, hey, or hi. And you would say A-Y, right? A-Y-E? A?
Like in text messages?
Yeah.
Like it was lame to write hey?
Yeah.
Oh, what a fucking
and the person would
thing to get hung up on.
The person would respond with B. You're like, oh, aren't you so funny? Like, A, B.
B.
Shut up.
It's kind of funny a little bit.
Rudy's humor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, remember, ladies and gentlemen, don't make the joke twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
just
dare.
once.
If you've ever made a joke once around Kevin, don't look. Okay, you don't understand. We don't do that around here, all right, guys?
Or you beat it to death, and then it becomes funny again eventually. I'll hate you for a good span.
Like this joke right now that I'm doing, because I made this joke last time.
Yeah, don't.
Well,
sick of y'all.
I don't recall this. This is probably before my age in text messaging. You know what I'm saying? When people were making these.
We've talked about you had a phone. Never, basically.
Freshman year of college, baby. Yep. 2012. First time a phone landed. Well, no, I had a phone.
So you never texted in like camel case?
In what?
Maybe that's not what. Well, that's what it's called in programming. But
oh, like 33333.
No, whenever
22.
What are you talking about?
Like when you had the keyboard.
Oh, no. That's not what was that called? QWERTY? What was that called?
No, that's not QWERTY. QWERTY is the regular keyboard.
Oh yeah, you're right. What was that called? T9? T9, right? Is it T9?
I don't know.
T9 texting? Yeah. No, I was mad fast at that. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about like whenever you would capitalize every other letter or every third letter.
Oh, like Cam Newton? Like the Cam Newton tweets? Have you seen those?
No, but
he writes in wingding.
No, not like in programming.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on.
Riveting content here.
Riveting content. But yeah, no, thank you. I'm doing well. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I am in the process of moving and packing and everything that entails.
Give yourself some air horns and some sad noises. How you feeling, dude? Has it sunk in?
Yes and no.
I mean,
today.
You were meant to move like 6 months ago.
Yeah, for sure.
then-
I think mentally, like I'm prepared, right? I've kind of have been talking about it for fucking forever. People are probably like, ain't this guy already gone?
I get text messages sometimes like, so is Rudy moving or not?
Yeah. Wait, who's texting you?
Don't worry about it, man.
What's her name?
Our viewer. No.
Yeah, so it's been in the works for a long time, but I am, this is my final week in Dallas. I've been having my final hurrahs. I had my going away gathering this past weekend, which you were a part of. Thank you for your contribution to my farewells. It was a good time. Shout out to the homies for getting me gifts. They got me some pretty funny stuff.
That fuck friends shirt, dude. Fuck friends. Let's go.
So my friends got me a T-shirt with a tweet that I tweeted at 3 in the morning.
Exactly 3 in the morning.
Exactly at 3 in
Was
the
it
morning.
3 o'clock? I know it was 3 in the morning. I didn't know it was 3
Yep,
o'clock.
it's exactly at 3 in the morning. Do I have the shirt? Where's the? Will you get the bag?
That boy, drunk boy Rudy. We was out in Austin, right? Having the time of our lives.
Yeah.
Rudy decided to get in his emotional bag. And
they got me the other shirt too.
and so we're all at the Airbnb because Rudy did refused to come home with us. And
So Kevin's doing a terrible job of telling the story. Thank you, Monica.
I was distracted by the shirt as well.
So I'm gonna tell the story, then I'll show the T-shirts.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we were in Austin all as a group, and I have a big group of homies
What
that
were we there for?
also reside in Austin. We were just there to have a good time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It was just we had a boat
Hey,
party.
that weekend was great.
It was a fun weekend.
Probably one of like the funnest weekends I've ever had.
Hey, wow, that makes
Yeah,
my heart so
it was
happy.
dope.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't have friends, so it was a great weekend. And this was part of it. I love this.
Oh yeah. You were the one probably that like handled it the best, right? Just like let this dumbass be a dumbass. Like
Yeah.
just let him do his thing. But we went down to Austin. We had planned a boat party. We ran an Airbnb. We had planned to. There wasn't like any particular rhyme or reason. I think we just said, hey, it'd be fun. Let's go to Austin, get a boat, XYZ. So on the first night that we were there, we were just gonna go out. Right, that was gonna be the night that we were gonna go out to the streets and do the street activities. Well, there was about how many of us? Maybe 9, 10 of us
Around.
at that made the trip.
I mean, the Thanksgiving folks, pretty much.
Yeah,
plus
exactly.
A couple, maybe.
So we all had gone down to Austin, and I have a group of friends that reside in Austin already. And so
This was not coordinated well.
I am a man of many friends and introducing people to each other, right?
It just wasn't executed properly. The sentiment was there.
I wanted my Austin friends and the friends that had come from Dallas with me to like coordinate, hang out, and just have a really good time. And to Kevin's point, this did not unfold. And
Did not help that people were already drunk.
There was a lot that got into this.
People showing up last minute, like we showed up mad late. It just wasn't.
I showed up late,
Yeah.
but I was frustrated with the way things were not coordinating correctly. And then I think there was just some weird tension at some point between the friend groups now that
I can tell you from our side,
I was
we were
trying
having
to
a blast.
force. Yes, I know. And then I forced y'all to come and hang out with my other friends.
Yeah.
But it's because if at the initial one we had just gone to the first place to meet them and then taken them to where we were going next, we could have.
So here's what it was: just not communicated. That's all, right? Because things just happened, and we're like, "What the hell just happened?" Okay, fine, let's come here. Maybe you communicate with someone. I'm just telling you from like my perspective,
okay.
just to give some context to the story, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Rudy's gone, right? He had his intentions, fair enough, but this is the result. He had just left, and we're like, okay, well, let's just go into this bar. It's right here. We didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, let's just go into this one. It turned out to be a really dope bar, right? So we were having a great time, right? And you, again, with good intentions, wanted us to meet these other friends, but we were having a really good time, right? And it just so happened that the place we went to was not a great time. So that was my view on the situation. Now, I'm not the one that got upset. I didn't spur anything, but
For sure. So
I think that was part of the tension there.
And here's why I was frustrated before that because one, I had told my friends that were already living in Austin, hey, meet us at the Airbnb, right? And then everyone was like, hey, we have to go eat. And I was like, why didn't y'all already go eat? Like, I'm getting here mad late. Kevin and Monica are getting here late. Like, y'all had a lot of time to go and, like, go eat or whatever. But I'm like, fine, it's whatever. So we leave earlier than we were intending from the Airbnb to go eat. So then I have to tell my friends that were, like, on their way to the Airbnb saying, hey,
First night.
change of plans, no longer come to the Airbnb, we're leaving already. So then they're like, oh, okay, well, we're just going to go to 6 then, and we'll wait for y'all there. And they're like, okay, cool, we're going to go eat, and then we'll meet y'all
And
out.
none of us knew this.
And so then we're out eating, and this takes a long time.
Yeah.
So I feel bad because my friends who had came, they were on the way to the Airbnb. We changed plans on them. They went to 6th, and they were just hanging out waiting for us. Meanwhile, like, there's just this big gap in time, and I'm forcing them to just wait. So then as soon as we get to 6, my intention is to immediately meet up with them because they've been waiting. Shout out to my mom for peeking in the background.
I didn't even see your day.
So that's why when we got there, I was like, hey, let's just go meet them. Like, they've been here waiting for us for like 45 minutes to an hour already.
Yeah.
Right? And my frustration came was because we were on the way there and we got distracted by those people that be on the streets like, hey, we'll give you a free drink or a free
I do
blah,
remember
blah,
someone
blah.
saying that they would give us a bottle if we went into their place.
Exactly.
And somebody was just like, oh, a bottle? I can't remember who, but they were like, oh, a bottle?
And then I was like, bro, I will literally buy us a bottle. I don't care. Let's just go meet. Like, and then like I got pushed back, and then I was like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna go meet them. And then that's when I walked off. And then that's when I went to y'all's place.
I was left so confused.
And then
I didn't know.
so there was confusion, miscommunication, all these things, whatever. End of the night, it escalated. My reaction was like, let me just get everyone really drunk. I'll just get everybody really drunk. Instead, Rudy gets really drunk.
Rudy was so drunk.
And Rudy,
Because at some point, I'm over there, like I said, we're so now after we leave the place where we are having fun, and
Yeah.
we've met with you, and we're no longer having fun. So some people are upset because we're no longer having fun. Rudy's drunk. People from, my, I guess, circle of friends, not the non-Austin friends, the Thanksgiving friends. Some of them are drunk and they're upset. And I don't know what happened. Like, I have no idea what happened to get y'all to that point. So maybe speak to that. Like, do you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why did you get so mad? Was it just your frustration?
That second place.
So yeah, so there was actually like,
Or was it because people were like, what's the word? Had like bitch faces on and like,
yes, okay. So there were people
grumpiness.
making like grumpy faces.
Because I was one of them.
Yeah, I know. There was just tension at some point.
But I want to make it clear, it was nothing against your friends. Me personally, I was just having a lot of fun, and I was taken out of a situation to a bar that had shitty ass music, and I was having a miserable time.
Fair. Again, I think I think I got more frustrated by the fact that like it never resolved itself, because that was always gonna be like, okay, like whatever, like we'll find a place that we can go, eventually have fun, everyone's gonna have a good time, we'll get drunk, like this is gonna work out. Like we just gotta get the groups together, and eventually we'll find the place that we can have. And then because that didn't really unfold, and then I just got drunk, the frustration built. Drunk Rudy got upset, and then this leads to what eventually happens, and this is me like,
Well, refusing to leave with us.
refusing to leave with y'all, storming off on my own.
Because
and-
it's like closing time. That's the thing. It happened very late as well.
Yeah.
Like that, us leaving the good bar for the bad bar to meet your friends happened late in the evening. It was almost already time to. I mean, we must have been there for 30 minutes, I think, and it was closing time already, right? Like we got there at like 1:30, I think. Anyways,
I don't remember. Well,
not important. What's important is now we have to leave, but you want to do your own fucking thing now and refuse to listen to anybody. You're like a wall.
okay, so here's the other thing that then, so we're supposed to leave, right? And then obviously we're all going to go back to the Airbnb.
Right.
And my friends from Austin have been made to feel as if they're not invited back
Oh, I wasn't
by
aware of that.
individuals in our group.
Okay.
Specifically concerned about like, us over inviting people in.
Oh, I remember this now because supposedly the Airbnb had like a max amount or something that you couldn't have parties
and
at it or some
someone had
shit.
like voiced it to my friends that, hey, like I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to invite these people over. And it just compounded the problem, right? Like not only did this like not work out, but now this is being
we don't want you
exactly.
at our party.
And And so, whatever. We're dragging it out. At the end of the day, I get upset. I storm off. I want to be left alone. I'm not being left alone.
It's so funny. I'm just like, dude, just let him be. Like, maybe I'm a bad friend in that sense because I was just gonna leave you there, but you were not having it. So, part of me was like, dang, I shouldn't leave him, but it was like no.
But the Uber's here, guys. We gotta go.
You know what I felt like? You know that gif of the dude that's like talking to the wall, or the meme of the dude? That's what I felt like. Everybody, because I wasn't trying to get you home, but I saw everybody else trying to get you home, and I'm like, this is not gonna work. It's just not like.
Especially because it was only making it worse, right?
Yeah.
People not leaving me
and my
alone.
reasoning was like, at least he's got his other friends, and it looked, from my perspective, it looked like you were okay with them at that moment in time. So
Yeah.
it's like, they'll take care of him. It's cool. Like, he's got someone, he's
sure.
not alone.
For sure.
Or at least I thought so. So I'm trying to like, all right, let's go. But certain individuals were like, no, not having it. Like, I have to get Rudy back to the Airbnb now. Like, it like was calling and calling,
Yeah.
and texting and calling.
And it only made it worse. Well, again, that happened. I ended up just by myself, sitting on a bench on 6th Street, drunk and mad. And
Yo, if y'all could, so yes, he's by himself. We're all back at the Airbnb now, right? I have no idea where Rudy's at this point. And it's like 3 a.m. People are just kind of standing around. Some people are drinking, some people are like snacking. You know how it be, right? Mm-hmm. And I think we're all just chilling on our phones like this, right? And all of a sudden, there's a tweet from Rudy. And I think it was funny because you saw the exact moment when everybody saw it, as everybody just kind of picks their heads up and they're like, hey, did you see Rudy's tweet? And it's like, I'm like in the living room circle, so the living room circle starts to get it, then the kitchen circle starts to get it. And Rudy tweets, fuck friends at 3 a.m. Go ahead, close it up. This is a screenshot from an actual tweet. This is not Photoshop, dog.
yeah, they screenshotted it. Of course, I deleted it the next morning immediately.
Yo, and I could not. So some people took a lot of offense.
6/5 of 21 at 3 a.m.
A day they
Twitter
would-
for iPhone
a day
at
they would
Rudy DTX.
Live on in infamy.
Podcast Poppy. And it lives in infamy now. This moment.
Oh my god, yo! Some people took like offense to it. They were like, "I see, like that's how you feel." Like, I was dying, bro, because I could just picture sad boy Rudy sitting on the curb at 6th Street, like, fuck friends.
Bro,
It's the funniest thing to me ever.
Bro, and you know what's what? I didn't realize that I even tweeted this until the following morning when I woke up and I was like, bro, I'm fucking hilarious. This is so funny.
It was the funniest thing in my opinion.
I deleted it, of course, right, because I felt bad, but I just thought it was funny too. And again, it was one of those, I just needed to get my frustration out
You know what
there.
kind of mental state you have to be in to tweet some sick shit? Like,
I was going through it, dog. I was going through it.
I love that we immortalized that in shirt fashion.
And in good, and I think it's funny because it's been in good fun ever since, right? Because the following day, it wasn't a big deal. We ended up like going to like,
No, it was squashed. It was squashed.
Yeah, it was squashed. And honestly, we tried to go float the river. That didn't work out. So it was that was kind of a fail. But the rest of the trip was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So
like I said,
we had a really good time.
Some of the best times. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was a really good
Like,
time. And so now it lives in infamy. My
And now
fuck
it's
friends
been
tweet
our moniker, like our,
For-
your friend groups. Fuck friends is gonna go on.
forever. It's
Forever.
what. So this weekend, we had we had a little get together at my house.
Which is why, hence the
Hence the gifts. And we had and then we got a section at a club in Dallas. And when they brought out the bottle, one of the signs, guess what it said?
fuck friends.
Fuck friends. Yep, had to do it. So
Let's go.
that's the story of one of the gifts that I received. So yeah, I'm making my way out. So it was a good time. That was a good little segue. I didn't think we were gonna jump into that story.
Nah, man. I mean, I told you we could talk about you leaving. No,
I then followed up my tweet by saying I love my friends. So I don't know why that wasn't
didn't
immortalized.
screenshot that,
Yeah, I should have done that on the back of the shirt. I love my friends.
No, fuck friends. Yeah, no, dude. It was nice. Definitely like your little going away.
Yeah.
Last shindig. Shout out to Alexia. Who else helped in it? I know
Alexia Kwame. Kwame got me this hat. Shout out to the boy. You know
Shout
what
out to
I'm
him
saying?
for putting it all together, and yeah, it was just a really good to have
Gianna.
everybody kind of together.
For
I
sure.
mean, I'm sure we'll like continue to fuck with each other,
100%,
but
100%.
one last hurrah before you make your move down to Austin.
Exactly.
So-
And it's the summertime, so it's one of those times where you know what I'm saying.
Austin trip part 2.
Exactly.
This time
Fuck.
it'll be coordinated a little bit better.
fuck all friends is gonna be the next tweet.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no. So it was a good time. Shout out to everybody that, like, to your point, contributed in putting together my little goodbye. Had a lot of fun. Sunday was terrible because I did get thrashed on on Saturday. Responsibly though, did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just went out, danced, had a good time, stood on the table. Hey, I paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Stood on the table.
I deserved it. Walked out the club 2 a.m, very drunk, but you know what I'm saying? I had a ride home and came home, went to sleep, no drama.
All right.
From me.
That's a successful evening for your boy Rudy. And did you lose anything?
Lost nothing.
It would be such a Rudy thing to do, to lose
my wallet, my phone, or
the
my
weekend
dignity
before you move.
Yep, literally everything.
I don't my ID, my whatever.
Bro, yeah, not having my
I can't
ID.
check into my new apartment with
that would 100% be like my reality.
Yeah.
Nah,
man, but yeah, you ready to, like I said, make this move?
For sure, yeah. So I still got a lot of packing to do. Packing sucks, moving sucks. But I've started to order some new furniture, which is cool. I'm excited about.
You excited about, like decking out your place truly how you, I mean, you've lived in this joint pretty much by yourself.
But I've never had the full freedom to like make, the changes here that I want.
Spend a lot of money on like bougie artwork and
fake
actually
plants and stuff, no fake plants. What do I look plants? Like? This is a real plant only household.
I can see why it's struggling.
Yeah, I know. I try.
Were you plant poppy for like 2 weeks on Twitter?
For like 6 months. Don't blame me.
Okay.
First of all, I've had this for like a year and a half. I think that's pretty good that I haven't killed her all the way. I've had that one over there for like 2 years. I've had a few plants for a couple of years, and I haven't killed them all. Uh-huh. I think I've probably killed 2 or 3. That one is fake right there, the one bottom over your right shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on. I don't got a green thumb. I got like a yellowish green thumb. You know what I'm saying? Just like my plants, yellowish green.
Yellowish green.
But yeah, no. So I am excited to like deck out. Kind of like I said, I bought some furniture. I do plan on buying some new plants for my apartment, and yeah, just I'm making the move to start working from our actual office. So that's kind of something I don't know how I'm kind of have a mixed feeling. I do enjoy working from home, although I do enjoy like interacting with people. So I think I'm a little bit excited about returning to office.
Sure,
but I don't love like the concept of potentially working in office full time, right? I like working from home and having that flexibility to do my thing. I'm excited for me and my dog. We're gonna spend a lot more time together. We're gonna be in Austin. There's a lot more outdoor activities to do out there, and yeah, so we'll see.
To that point, do you ever see companies and corporations such as ours going back to like making people go full time back into?
There's no way. I think they lost a lot of leverage with employees, especially in the labor market that we have now. Where I'm realizing right now there is a lot of open recs in my my organization.
But then they don't want to hire you.
And then they don't, bro. Trash. Right now, yes, bro. It is thin. So I just think it's a reality, right? We lived in this world for 2.5 years, right? Pretty much, and we were able to figure it out. There's no way that you can convince this generation of working folks to really embrace a 5-day work week from an office.
I bet you see the trend as it goes even further into the future, like, the generation after us and whatever, because you just see more and more of that sentiment of like, normalize shortening the workday so people can take nap, right? Like you just see a lot of that type of naps. Yeah, taking naps. You can see those are tweets. Anyways, whereas like you go back to our parents or our grandparents.
Yep.
Like, you got to work your 40 hours a week in overtime and it's all about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and all this bullshit.
I was gonna make that comment. The only way we maybe in some, and again, I just think it'd be very hard to go all the way back. But the only way we maybe start to is if Bootstraps America comes in and tries to, overcorrect, right? Like, they don't want to work from an office 5 days a week? I will. Blah, 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 blah.
Go get your degree first, buddy. Then talk to me. Because not all these jobs are... there's a what's it called?
To your point,
a barrier of entry or whatever.
For sure. But to your point, I think the younger generation is
outsourcing our jobs to the millennials
is even more willing to push back on these traditional kind of workflows. And yeah, to be fair, like I think companies benefit from like working from home. So
yeah. Do you think that's a little bit of because we're kind of lazier as a generation, or we just is there a certain element of laziness? I mean, I agree. I don't want to fucking work, but do you think some of that comes from
I do
genuine
be lazy.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like I'm sure a lot of it's well intentioned, right? I mean, companies be bugging and they're tripping.
Yeah.
But do you think there's a little bit of laziness when people are?
But when I don't have something that's pressing, do I take a 45-minute like break and just like sit on my bed for 45 minutes?
Yeah, are we privileged?
A little bit, but I think it's because we have shifted from a like society that needed to survive to one that is really just able to like live.
We're just out here trying to exist.
Exactly. It just felt like before, like there was
2020 tried us, but
a need, bro, facts. There was a need to everyone have to contribute really, really hard to society's success in some way, shape, or form. And even then, like my that perspective that I have, like that statement that I just made, may have just been me being fooled by the corporate then, right? Like the corporate
I mean, there was
structure.
certain development that had to have motherfuckers didn't even have water.
Exactly.
The railroad had to be built.
Roadway, but did they really? I mean, at some point, I'm sure some people felt like, hey, like me chilling on a farm is cool. Like I'm not like tripping on. I mean, industrializing the world, right? Like right now, like we're trying to meta the world, whatever that looks like. I don't care for it all too much. I think it's interesting, but I don't think I have to contribute to that, right? So I'm sure they felt that way as well, maybe a little bit. So again, maybe my perspective is a little flawed, but nonetheless, I think ultimately still like what we're striving for, right? The goal to like really have a advanced technological society that's fully industrialized is a little bit different than what we're aiming towards. And I think we just know that it's not, essential. You don't need to work people as much as corporations are, right? So I think us understanding that and understanding the big piece is financially, right? Yeah. How uneven the distribution of wealth is. You got me fucked up, right?
Shout out Elon Musk.
Shout out Elon.
Twitter, baby.
44 bill, bro.
Shit, I'd buy Twitter.
Would you?
No, I'm just kidding.
What would be your first rule if you were the CEO of Twitter?
I'm totally joking, man. The first rule is...
And why is it not, can I edit my tweets? Like, that's the easiest answer.
Because
Elon, if you
can tweet some bullshit
let my tweets get edited, I'll give you a win. Still a bitch, but... Still a bitch. But I'll give you that win.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to much of that. I hear a lot of people complaining like, oh, isn't there something better to do with whatever $1 billion? But then there's other people saying Elon Musk is like solving, all these problems or trying to solve all these. I don't.
I really do wonder what ultimately his legacy is going to be. I just think like when you talk about billionaires, there's no way to not have taken advantage of either people or systems, or there's just no way. It's impossible. So while there may be some credit that you can give for maybe some of the things that he's trying to do or whatever you feel like he is contributing, to society, whatever, I get it. I mean, I don't hate the man, but very flawed as a human. And anytime you have someone that has a lot of power and a lot of money, there is always a what do you call someone when they have like a closet of secrets, or like, what I'm saying? There's just a lot of baggage. Yeah, there's a lot of skeletons in those people's closet, potentially, right? And there's probably just a lot of baggage that comes with that. So I don't know. I do wonder what history will remember Elon Musk for.
I won't.
Well, you can't because he's within our time.
You're right.
But like 100 years from now, like looking back, will people look at him like Teddy Roosevelt, like this Renaissance man, the coolest guy of all time?
I I always get Teddy and FDR mixed up. Which one had polio?
I don't know.
Polio was trash, dude.
Hey, shout out to vaccines.
Shout out to vaccines, yeah.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, speaking of a kind of this political topic, I had a couple of things to kind of run through.
We're in our politics bag? Let's get it.
A little bit.
Actually, before we continue too much, I want to retract, because I think you're about to actually get some topic. I want to retract my support from last week's episode of a certain wrestler from the Valley. I have since found out she's mad racist.
Oh, no way.
This happened again. I'm sick of y'all Valley racist people.
Not.
Well, last time it was Chingo Bling. He's from Houston, right?
Nah, Valley 956 a la verga. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Not surprised
I
though.
take it
What
back.
happened?
Oh,
Tell
she's
me.
racist.
How?
She's, mad right wing. I think I didn't do too much research in it, but she was part of a space on Twitter. You know, who the fuck uses Twitter spaces, by the way? Yeah, that would be my first rule. Get rid of the Twitter space. What the fuck is that? That had a racist ass name.
Good rule. Good rule. I like this rule.
Like, fuck black people or something. It was like some terrible racist group name, and she was found to be a part of it or something. Or she liked some racist tweets. I don't know, dude. She's racist. Don't worry about it.
Interesting. Has she been canceled from SmackDown or WWE?
No. This
or-
has happened. This has been happening.
Oh.
Like, I just didn't know. I don't really pay attention
You
to
weren't on
WWE
game like
like
this?
that. Yeah, I just kind of from afar just kind of see it, kind of cool, But I just saw Latina
Tough.
Raquel. I was like, oh, cool. And then I have since been corrected. It's like, hey, buddy, by the way, look at this.
Oh, did someone that you know this?
Yeah,
Dang.
my homie from the Valley. He said, yeah,
Not rocking
she ain't the
with
one.
it.
Yeah,
She
she's
ain't the
not the one.
one. Interesting.
So, anyways, go ahead. and get to it.
It's always tough, right? In those situations where you have someone that you really want to cheer for, right? Because they look like you.
I was bamboozled. I'm hurt.
Bamboozled. Hoodwinked.
I've been running amok.
You want to advocate for somebody because they look like you, which is, we've said it before, not always a good way to go about it because not all skin folk are kinfolk, right?
Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, you live and you learn, right?
Anyways, yeah, go ahead.
We
I just
hope
wanted
for the
before I
best.
forgot. Retract her.
No, there's just a couple political
My
things
support.
going on that I wanted to make mention, right? And then I was inspired by Jaden Smith's words of,
Yes.
talking about today's, what did he say?
The political and economic state of the world.
Yeah, so we should talk about that
let's talk
kind of
about
stuff. So speaking of one of those things, Supreme Court currently.
I thought you were joking. I really don't know what's going on in the world right now. Hit me.
Supreme Court, there is some. Do you remember the remain in place policy put in?
Fuck no, dude.
You don't know what I'm talking about,
No,
Monica? You know what I'm talking about?
Remain in place.
Yes.
I just know they were shipping illegal immigrants to
Well,
DC.
first of all, let's unpack that statement. All
Hey man, that's what homie was doing. Fuck that guy. What's his face? Abbott.
And Trump.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Why did you say and Trump? When Greg?
Oh,
Governor-
you're talking about like right now, like
Governor
the,
Abbott is like sending buses of detained.
Yes, I thought you were also referencing the investigation.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
The inspection. I don't know why I couldn't think of the
I
word.
still don't know what you're talking about.
The inspections of like the vehicles coming
No clue.
throughout ports. What? Like Greg Abbott was like stopping like anything that was carrying like goods and from Mexico.
Okay.
And it was like having a huge impact on like supply chain, and it was Yeah, you didn't see that at all.
Was that the no, that was something else. I was gonna say, was that the massive like traffic trucker protest that was happening? But wasn't that
Oh no, the trucker protest was for something else in like Canada or
something?
something.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Different. Yeah. So
I'm not on game, bro.
I am familiar with what you're talking about people being sent to DC on buses.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
But we
No.
already know how we feel about Abbott on this platform. So
Well,
what are you talking about?
Remain in place. This was a Trump era policy where people that were seeking asylum had to wait their court dates in Mexico, right? So they had U.S. court dates, but they were being basically sent back to Mexico to await. And a lot of the biggest problem there was that a lot of these people weren't Mexican, right? Because they were coming from like Central American countries. And they had nowhere to go. Like they didn't have like, again, family places to stay or anything like that. And so Joe Biden, when he came into office, tried to get rid of the rule. And I don't really know the details, so sorry. I should have probably done a little bit more
half-assed
research.
content. Exclusively here on Scatter Roots Podcast.
But the Supreme Court right now is like hearing like disputes for like this policy right now. So again, I do think it is important, even if we don't like have the details ourselves, right, to bring these kind of like topics up and remind people that stuff like this is happening in the world. There are some people that are more politically inclined than like you and I,
to their podcast,
and some people that are not. So for the people that are not, right, just want to always bring up stuff that we think is of importance. Right?
Last I heard, the lady justice just got confirmed. What's her name? Ketanji Brown, Jackson Brown,
yeah.
something along those lines.
Hey, did we ever talk about that? No, right?
I think it was during our hiatus, maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. This makes sense. Yeah, she was the first African American woman to be what's the word? Not inducted.
Confirmed, right?
Confirmed. That's right. Confirmed to the Supreme Court. Shout out to her. Senator Cory Booker had a very powerful speech once this happened, right, about having profound impact on someone like his daughter, right? Seeing someone like herself be in this position and not just being there because of, being like a token character, right? Someone that was overwhelmingly deserving of that position and of that title.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Being confirmed.
Again, I'm not the politic guy, but I just saw that she had all these qualifications, right? She went to Harvard, was in the game for a very long time, in and around judges and stuff like that. And she was like one of the most qualified. And of course, the other side was giving her mad grief and like questioning her over the silliest of things. But
bro, stupid shit.
But she made it through, and she got confirmed by the Senate or whatever the process is. I don't.
Yeah. She got confirmed, and there was only a handful of senators that voted no. Right, Lindsey Graham, idiot. Ted Cruz, idiot. John Cornyn, idiot.
Who's the wrestling guy? The wrestler dude.
Oh, I don't know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? I think he's from like Minnesota or some shit. I don't know. He was like a wrestling coach in college or at a college or some shit. And
oh, you're talking about
Jim Jordan, I think.
Oh yes.
Is he a senator? I don't even know. What he's a dickhead.
And I'm pretty sure he's like a pedophile of some sort.
I think that's
that's what we're talking about.
The story
right?
I heard was kind of that's why he left, is because there was some allegations.
He was like the coach on Mean Girls, huh?
I don't remember. I've seen Mean Girls like once.
You remember when?
Is there a pedophile coach on Mean Girls?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that movie, man. I don't know.
What's his name? Coach, blah, blah, blah. Step away from the students.
Is that the line?
Away from the underage girls.
Yeah, step away from the underage girls, Jim Jordan.
Yeah, dude. I think it was underage boys, though, dude.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, he's Republican. Rubber meets the road.
I don't know, man.
Interesting.
I'm not going to touch that one.
You think we've had any like potential Republican listeners that have been like, stop?
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Why? I'm Republican. No, I'm just playing. I'd never get away. No, but Jay, just to provide a little bit of context about the impact of what this remain in place policy had. At some point, the program prevented about 70,000 immigrants, again, including asylum seekers, that were fearing persecution in their own countries from coming into the United States, and again, having no place to really go.
Oftentimes, isn't it people that are already living here and have their lives here, kind of, and have to go back to Mexico for probably at least a year or something? Because these court dates aren't like short term. Or am I wrong? Am I tripping? Because I feel like I've
this policy was more specific to asylum seekers.
Oh, okay.
Right, and so people.
Okay, I'm confusing it.
And anybody awaiting a court date. Yes, to your point, I will say I don't know how much I've shared about it on the podcast, right? But when my mom was seeking to try and gain her residency, she had not a court date, but a hearing with immigration.
Yep. And they would
And-
make her go wait in Mexico,
Ex-
or even go serve like a sentence where you have to
Well-
like leave the country for X years.
She had to go to the United States Embassy in Mexico, which was in Juarez, right? And the tricky part is like if you were to get denied, which my mom was the first time she went, they got you in Mexico,
Yeah.
right? You can't get back in.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one of the other shitty things, right? Is,
Okay. Yeah, I got the two twisted because that's
Yeah.
kind of what I was gonna get at. Is that I know from personal experience, people in my circle like in situations such as your mother's, where they have a hearing to get their residency or whatever it might be, but they're told that you have to go back to Mexico and wait there for your hearing, or have to leave for whatever reason, like so. But okay, this is asylum. Okay, gotcha.
correct. That's a little bit different. And so like the Supreme Court is hearing, I think it's like Biden versus Texas.
Just get to a medical.
Because of course Texas is the one suing Joe Biden for getting rid of the policy. It's Texas and like Missouri. Shout out Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love it, gotta hate it. But yeah, no, sorry. And again, I think it's a fair point that you're bringing up because there is another profound impact, right? Typically, if you are denied, right, in those like type of hearings that my mom went to, you have to spend an X amount of time in the country that you're originally from. Those times like are huge.
Yeah, it's like 5 years or something.
It's 1 year at the time, and this was now a few years ago. At the time, my mom was going through the process. If you were in the United States, because essentially what happened is my mom was seeking forgiveness for being in the United States illegally, right?
Yep.
Or being in the United States undocumented for X period of years. If you are in the States, I think it was like 0 to 6 months, then what you would have to do is just leave the United States immediately and then apply for your residency like in the normal way, right? Or a green card or whatever. And you'd be fine. You wouldn't be penalized. If you were in the United States, or maybe it was like less than a year. If you're in the United States for like a year to 3 years, you would be penalized by having to stay outside of the United States for a year. Or
I don't know.
It was more than this.
I get it.
Ultimately, my mom had been in the United States for 27 years.
She was looking at hard time, baby.
Looking at over 10 years,
Yeah.
right? Of having, and again, how? It's just not feasible. So we had to like really scramble, pay more lawyers, jump through more hoops, right? It was a huge strain on our family. Luckily, right, we were in the situation where we were able to figure everything out. But yeah, it's just, the importance of these policies and so again, just want to bring that up and put on people's radar. We won't jump into the details of it, but just want to make mention of it on the podcast. If you haven't heard of it, go check it out. Make sure you keep yourself informed, and shout out to anyone that's impacted by any of these policies. Speaking of politics, one more. This was more on a funny note.
I'm politicked out.
Yeah, sorry. I think this is on a funnier note because I think she's an idiot. Have you been keeping up with the Major Taylor Greene trial at all?
No, dude, not at all. I just saw like one tweet. I'll give my news from Twitter. Where I think they asked her if she called somebody a traitor. I can't remember if she called.
Yeah, she called Nancy Pelosi a traitor.
She's like, no, and then they're like,
And
here
like-
it is.
And then he was like, please pull up Exhibit A. Exhibit
like, no,
5.
wait a minute.
She was like, oh, no, wait.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. That's what I saw. She's like, no, hold on, wait. I might have said XYZ.
Yeah, she's basically said, I don't recall, or I don't remember, or...
She's giving him the Lil Wayne. You remember that?
Nah.
When Lil Wayne was arrested, you haven't seen that video? It was from like whenever he got arrested and he's being interviewed. He's just like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He's just bullshitting with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I have seen that. I can't remember exactly. He says something else that's funny.
Yeah, that video is
I
hilarious.
can't remember what it was.
Too long ago. But
But,
she gave him the Lil Wayne treatment.
Basically saying, I don't know. But for to give people background, and the reason I thought it was interesting, right? This was around the time that we were recording.
Hearsay.
Our first. I was waiting for you to say that right now, honestly. Yeah, that's all she said. She hit him with the Johnny Depp hearsay.
Yeah, hit with hearsay.
Bro, that's another trial to.
All right, go ahead, finish that one before we get into Johnny Depp. Hearsay.
When we recorded one of our first episodes, and our second one was about the
Insurrection.
This is in relation to that, right? So Major Taylor Greene is she a senator or is she a representative?
Dude, I don't know who is what. I just know they trash.
She's a representative, I'm pretty sure, from the state of Georgia, and
Of course.
she is currently on.
Shout out Georgia though. Weren't they flip last?
They did flip. Yeah, they were pretty close. Right now,
Homegirl's work.
Stacey Abrams, who is running for governor of Georgia again. So go, make sure you support any of the Georgia homies.
if-
Jason Sachi, all the
I was
homies.
gonna say, yeah, how are we gonna do that again?
Huh?
I was like, I thought you were gonna. Never mind.
Hey,
Hey, go support. We live in Texas. Do what do you want me to do?
I got a couple homies. Hey, if you look at our anchor map, we get a couple of this.
All right, let's go. All right,
Georgia.
sorry, go ahead.
So she is a representative from the state of Georgia. She's currently on trial for violating a clause in the 14th Amendment that would not allow her to run for office anymore. And essentially, it would be because she had a role to play in the insurrection, right? By inviting people, providing funds for these people. And helping coordinate what would
Is she
turn
the
out
one
to be,
that was in the group chat talking about, hey, let's do martial law?
but yeah, spelled like Marshall, yeah, like the store,
name?
yeah. Oh my god, like these people are in power. That was trending on Twitter too, right? I wasn't on Twitter, but
Martial law
I think
was
I
trending.
saw.
That's why I saw that.
Bro, yeah. So yes, that's exactly right. She was the brilliant mind
And Junior.
that sent that. Oh, fucking idiot. And she also does CrossFit. So you just know she's a terrible person. Like, rip. Just terrible.
Oh my god. Hearsay. It was all hearsay.
Oh no, my computer died.
Damn, there goes all our content.
There goes all the content we had. But yeah, so I just, if you haven't checked it out, go check out some clips. At this point, by the time this episode drops, it'll have been some time. But I really hope that she can't run for office, because we can't have these type of people. Even like, I get it. You have like a difference of opinion. You'll always have Republicans and Democrats, right? In this two-party system that we live in, as far as it is. Well, I don't know. Hopefully we'll see some change on the road. But like, these kind of characters just can't exist. Like, there shouldn't be a place for these type of people in these systems. As much as like, it's good to have difference of opinions, like, this is not a difference of opinion. This is genuinely someone that is a danger to our country having a voice. It's just not okay. Like, fuck, man. Please, Georgia, get it together. The upper left corner of Georgia, get it together, because that's where her district is.
Okay, I was like, they did okay last time. That's why.
It's the upper left corner.
Okay.
Yeah, it's terrible district. Get it together, guys. But with that being said, that's all I had in relation to the more serious
screw that
topics.
politics stuff, man.
You rated how long have we?
Hold on, I got the time right. Man, we're going for an hour, so maybe we got time for like one of your.
There was two questions in relation to a kind of off topic, and I think they probably spawned from our previous off topic from the last episode. If you don't recall, ladies and gentlemen, last time we talked about the
Friends. How many of us have them?
friends. I definitely had like the melody in my head, but I didn't know the words, so I could like keep up
Once
with
we
you.
can't depend on friends. All right, that's all I know.
Was about the male-female relationship. Again, strictly. What does plutonic mean?
Platonic,
Yeah.
non-sex. No touchy.
That's what it says in the dictionary.
Yeah.
Not sex. Plutonic.
It's platonic.
Platonic?
Plutonic is like radioactive, dude.
That's plutonium.
Yeah, exactly. Plutonic plutonium.
And so it's platonic?
Yeah. So with an
Okay.
A, I think.
So what does that mean?
Again, no touchy, mi amigo.
Is that the actual definition of the word?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, so we were talking about
Webster?
Friends, and so I don't know how we ended up kind of talking about wedding related and
I was
getting
right.
married. What does it say?
Intimate and affectionate, but not sexual. See? Not sex.
Oh, so platonic is intimate and affectionate. So
I think it just means like friendship,
okay. Maybe it's just friendship. Okay, yeah, we're just talking about guys and girls being friends, right? And
being platonic.
and just that. And then with that, like, open the door right now. We were talking about the. That's right. Would you be able to invite your ex to your wedding? That's how that unraveled, ladies and gentlemen.
Sound out in the comments.
Let us know what you think. And
Ex
then,
or anybody you've had intimate relations,
what does that mean?
touchy, non-platonic. Even if it wasn't a relation, maybe it was like a
Even if
one
you,
night
like, held
stand.
hands.
Maybe it was like a one night stand, or maybe it was like a drunken mistake between two platonic friends.
Oh yeah, like what if that happens? What do you
Yeah.
think the dynamic unfolds there?
Yeah, can they come to the wedding?
Would you?
Would I?
Would you? Yeah.
Would I invite somebody that I've had touchy to my wedding? No.
Yeah. Besides your wife,
What the hell's wrong with you? No.
you wouldn't?
No. I have no friends anyways, Rudy. Like,
This
I think
is
it's
true.
just
This
defined.
is true.
Like, I literally have two friends. I need to. You guys want to be friends, dude?
I was
Reach
gonna
out to
say.
them.
I was gonna say Kevin is requesting friendship applications. Please hit him
You know how
up.
many times I've eaten at restaurants by myself in the past?
Bro, this is so sad. All I can think about is SpongeBob in that gif
me.
sitting at the restaurant
He
by
is
himself.
I and I am him.
I like how we're laughing, but this is low-key
This
true.
is the pain. Nah, bro. Yeah, dude. It's not a question for me, dude. I have no
Okay,
friends.
conceptually, how do you think you would answer or approach this topic?
All right. If I'm being real, there's no way, right? Okay. We'd have to assume that you guys are friends, right? To even get into.
I think that's
because weddings are expensive,
the key.
right?
Mhm.
First of all, we can talk about that. How much money are you spending on a wedding?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Jesus Christ.
What do you think you would do? Are you a destination wedding guy, or are you a
No, I don't think so.
are you a small gathering wedding guy, or are you a big
I
party?
don't know, man. Like the way I see it, I'm
Are you
not
a
stingy.
courthouse Kevin? Is that you?
What's courthouse? Oh, like okay, gotcha. Dummy.
Okay, a courthouse.
Nah, the way I see it, man, I've never liked the concept. So this is me being grumpy, like you talked about me surprises. I've never liked the idea of, for instance, throwing a kid a birthday party and spending all this money just for other people to come and like eat food, or like quinceañeras, right? Like it's cool, it's for your daughter, but if I'm the dad, I'm spending X amount of money for all these idiots to come eat food and just show up and leave. Like that's the way I see it.
This is Kevin's dad speaking right now.
So I know as a wedding, like
Tell me it's not, Monica.
dude, I
Tell
was
me this is
spending all
not
this
like
fucking money. Spend how much is a wedding? Give me a price number. How much is your average wedding? How much is an average wedding?
Oh, Monica, look this up. I'm going.
She just
to
said
guess
40
Well,
$40,000.
average.
Yeah, let's look up the average price
You don't want to know her sisters.
of a.
If she said 40, it's because her sisters was over that. No, dude. Even if it's just 30, dude. Can you imagine blowing $30,000 on one day?
average wedding costs 30.
Bam! I'm on the money. Jesus Christ, $30,000 for one day.
You've been looking into this letter one.
I'll tell you what, buddy. Just for people to come and show up and have some fun for like 3-4 hours, whatever it might last.
Mm-hmm.
Eat some food, play some music. I will say, DJ better be on some. Anyways, and then leave, and then it's over. You just spent $30,000 on one day for what? For what? For what?
For what many would say is maybe the most important day of your
Get the
life.
fuck! You don't even see it, dude. Like they go and take pictures for like 2 hours by a tree somewhere. They come back, the party's going. It's whatever. Like they didn't even eat their food, probably.
You don't think you could find a way to really, really enjoy a special day, regardless of how much it
$30,000
costs?
going down the drain. No, no, dude, absolutely fucking. Not.
That's fair. I do think
I'd rather spend it on us.
it's an industry.
Spend it on us. Let's go on this honeymoon for $30,000. How about that? Let's go to the Poconos.
What the fuck you doing?
Where's the Poconos? Where's the Poconos at?
You just said, you know, you should go. You should go to the Fingerlings.
The Finger Lakes. Can I have the weekend off? I gotta go to the Finger Lakes with my family.
I heard it's a great place to go.
Yeah, no, dude. I don't know, man. What about you? You telling me you'd be down to spend $30,000?
I at one point in my
Completely ignored
life,
the first question and moved on to this question.
we'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
I think at one point I was, and I think I still am.
Every
That's
boy dreams of his what is it? Every boy dreams of his
every young boy dreams of his dream wedding.
Yeah. Whatever.
That's me. No, dead ass. I used to spend a lot of time thinking about this.
Yeah.
And yeah, fuck yeah, it's important to me. But this is a reflection of me. You know, everything I do is a reflection of me. The way that I walk, talk, and act like an idiot is a reflection, and tweet things at 3 a.m. when I'm upset is a reflection of me as a person. No, but in all seriousness, at some point I was, and I think it's because of my personality of I enjoy entertaining people. I enjoy kind of creating an environment where people are enjoying each other's presence, having a good time. Like I do try to.
But you can do that for a lot less than $30,000.
Yes and no. Depending on the situation. Am I just having a regular party? Sure. Obviously, I can do that for less than $30,000.
You don't need these flowers for $10,000, buddy. Or for $2,000.
That's one thing. I think the issue now is that there's just like so many like markups to, you know, the things that go into a wedding that end up making.
This cake doesn't need to cost this much.
Exactly. I think it's more so like, yeah, you need a cake, but like the cake doesn't need to cost this much. Like in reality, it's not really worth what you're paying for. Right? You can probably get a cake and say that it's not for a wedding and get a similar cake and it's like a 10th of the price.
This is my point. Like these tables should not cost as much.
Exactly, right? Again, we can like figure this shit out. So I think now I'm somewhere more in the middle. I want to be more financially responsible with whatever happens. I lean heavily on customs here of it's the woman.
Let's go.
Nomás cuando me conviene.
Weird antiquated customs for the win.
It is the wife.
The bride's parents pay for the whole damn thing.
100, and that's only if my wife, whenever I decide to get married, if she wants to have a really expensive wedding, I ain't paying for that shit.
Mochate.
I ain't paying for that.
All right, there we go.
I am willing to contribute what I think is a reasonable amount and help plan and coordinate. I do want to have a say in, like, you know, what my wedding looks like and the flowers that gets chosen, the food, the music. I'm not one of those guys that's gonna let the woman rock and roll. No. I think I can probably accomplish what I want to accomplish within a reasonable amount of money. And yeah, but I don't know. Maybe that'll change. I felt like 5 years ago I would have said, yeah, big party. This is like everything that I've been working towards my whole life, right?
Get the fuck.
All the party planning skills that I have, all the being the life of the party moments that I've tried.
Ultimate party.
I gotta have the ultimate party, and it's my wedding. I don't feel like that much anymore. So who knows? Maybe 5 years from now, I feel like fuck it. I'm Courthouse Kevin. I just want to pull up and get married.
Nah, I'm not saying that either, dude. I don't know what the answer is. I just know I don't want to spend $30,000.
For sure.
I'm probably like much like yourself. Like I don't know what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I just know it's not $30,000, man.
Yeah. I think you can get a lot more creative and have, a more meaningful, not more meaningful, right? But a really meaningful day that doesn't cost you that amount of money.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
and you can still have a good time. I don't know, but I mean, I definitely know that I don't want to spend that amount of money, but I definitely think that I'll probably invite friends that I was maybe
so this is why
not plutonic
back
with.
To the original point is that it's expensive to invite people because every motherfucker's like X amount of money, X amount of dollars added. So
that would be your reason for not inviting someone that you've had.
No, okay. So my original point was they must be good enough friends to get invited, right? I don't have friends like that, so that's why I was like,
that's fair. So for you, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But no, okay. So if I'm thinking of conceptually, there's no way your partner would be okay with this, right? Like, would you be okay with it? Would you be okay with your partner finding out?
I mean, why? I won. You want to sit there as I claim victory?
Yeah, I guess it's a case by case. Like, do you know? What if you didn't know and found out later? Like you thought they were just friends, but then later on came out that, oh, by the way.
I would be more upset about generally not knowing than them really being at the wedding.
Them being at the wedding would just be whatever.
Yeah, that would kind of be like a footnote to the... And again, even then, I wouldn't be too upset because, your past is your past. It would depend on the dynamic, right? I'm going to say the same thing over and over. It depends on the context of the situation.
Fuck this question, man. Just don't invite him, dude. It's fine.
Who knows? Maybe might get a little bit of drama.
Yes, that's what you want at your.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like eventful. I like memorable events. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Throwing a little bit of.
That's how you make it dope without spending $30,000.
Exactly.
Invite the drama.
Cheap wedding. Invite the drama. Ricardo, I'll have you pull up.
How we weren't gonna do that?
Hey man, if you never mind, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Timely.
Timely. Yeah, man. I really wish I could talk about.
Well, now we can't.
No, yeah, we can't.
You're incriminated.
Sorry. Hey,
God damn it.
Ricardo, it's been a tough weekend, man. I hope you doing
I feel
well,
for you,
man.
brother.
Yeah, stick through it, doc. Stick through it. The most undramatic man put in the most precarious situation. What a fucking wild weekend. Hey, but like I said, this weekend was good. Rudy did well.
Rudy did do well.
And with that being said, did you have before we close out? Did you have any potential new candidates for Crunch Time with Kevin that we can throw out there for next week? I'd put it on a poll.
I don't think so. I mean, I posted I follow snack pages, so I know like the upcoming snacks.
Oh my god!
And Cinnamon Toast Crunch is dropping a cinnamon roll cereal.
Oh,
It's actually a little cinnamon rolls. You didn't see when I posted on our podcast story?
no, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I was like, Crunch Time with Kevin about to go crazy. I think it's coming out like next month or something like that.
Oh damn, we gotta wait a whole month for this.
Yeah, it's
Did
going
you
to be a
see the
while.
drop?
Oh, dude, I think.
They finna drop cereals like shoes now. What
Yeah,
the
bro.
fuck?
I mean, I got to sell out, relax.
Watch them sell out.
Right? No, I don't know. I mean, I just recently tried the chocolate cinnamon toast crunch. Maybe I'll drop a review on that. I don't know. Have you tried that one?
I have not.
I'm saying cinnamon toast crunch is pumping out the flavors.
I'm not a cereal connoisseur.
They're pumping out the
But
flavors.
before the next one, I had some ideas about, we got to create the proper review and then start making a list of
You gonna
what
give me a
review.
rubric?
Yes.
Remember that in school? Grading rubric?
Yes.
Man, if you don't just give me an A, motherfucker.
No.
When you have to like grade each other's papers.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, if you had homies that was like out here actually grading your homework when you had to switch the homeworks, hey, you a bitch. I want you to know that. If you listen to this and reflect,
When you see this, miss,
does this count? Bitch, just count it.
yeah, but that's the worst, bro. Who the fuck? You know what it reminds me of? Then when you go to Chipotle and ask for like extra chicken, and the motherfucker, if you don't put the chicken in my bowl,
Hey, bro, you know who you need to
this
go
ain't your
with?
chicken.
My homeboy Collins. My homeboy Collins is the funniest motherfucker to go to Chipotle with.
Why?
He'd be like, chicken, please. Oh, more. Oh, you want double meat? No, more chicken. Be like, oh, like this. No. Just put more chicken on the bowl, please.
I love his accent.
Bro, that shit is hilarious. And it works every time.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, oh, okay. Yep.
Dude, it ain't your chicken. Don't worry about it. Just put the chicken in the bowl, dude.
100%, bro. Why are you being stingy?
Bro, you know that you can't tell them double chicken either off the rip because they'll like downsize your scoops.
100%.
You have to say chicken and they'll be like, make it double.
Hey, major key right there. That is huge. I wait every time for everything.
I just started doing that. It makes a big difference because before, finish the bowl like nothing. I'm like, bro, this wasn't even double chicken.
Bro, 100%.
Now I'm like, bro, hold up, this motherfucker loaded, dude.
If you don't, you gotta not tell them. You gotta ask them for the protein, and then once
After.
they're done, saying like, "Oh, can I get double?"
Boom.
And then you'll actually get double.
Life
Is it
hack
else?
with Rudy and Kevin.
Yeah, which again, I don't understand why you fucking gatekeeping the chicken here. Why you being stingy with the chicken? Chipotle don't even fuck with you that much. You know you can't tip more than what you pay online. Yeah, Chipotle doesn't let you tip more than what you pay for your order.
Motherfucker tipping. I ain't never tipped a day in my life.
I don't. No, I always go get my own food. I refuse
Okay.
to use
DoorDash?
DoorDash or anything that would increase the amount of money I'm paying for food. I'm way too cheap to be doing that kind of stuff. But I do know for people that do, you can't over tip on the app. Chipotle stops you. They're like, hey, thanks for being generous. Unfortunately, like you can't tip.
Fucking Chipotle. It be your own people.
So again, why are you looking out for them when they're looking out for you, dog? Huh? Don't scratch their back, scratch mine. Funny thing about my back is that
I don't know where that was going to.
you know what, Superbad?
Superbad?
Yeah,
The movie Superbad?
yeah,
Yeah,
Superbad.
I just don't remember.
It's a pretty. I don't want to say it on the podcast because
I don't remember, yeah.
it's really inappropriate.
Okay, yeah.
But
Tell me off mic.
anyone that's watched it knows that line.
That's a great movie.
But with 100%, I watched it like at least 5 times a year.
That's an oddly specific number.
No, I mean, like,
in a
multiple-
time frame. Five times a year.
But I've watched it at least 3 times in 2022 thus far.
Interesting.
So
Great movie, dude. It's
we're
fucking absolutely
we're trending for 6 or 7 this year, actually. So 5 was just an estimate.
Make love it.
Great movie. And the other guys, the movie we're talking about right now, is also another great movie to watch.
Which one?
The other guys.
Oh yeah.
Before before we started recording.
Yeah.
But hey, let's not get derailed. Any final thoughts or anything else you want to bring up?
Let me check.
I think we're at time, sir.
Yeah. No, nothing. I had 2 bullshit questions, but nah, they're just whatever.
Save them for next time and write them down, and don't forget, like
Well,
I did last time.
Yeah. So for those that just watched the episode, Rudy totally forgot the topic he was going to bring up today. So
I did on the last episode. Right before we ended, I said, "Nah,
road
don't
may
worry,
never know.
I won't forget it. Who knows? Maybe I'll find inspiration in my sleep when I'm not thinking about work."
yeah, but now shout out to the last episode of the podcast with Rudy living in Dallas.
Hey,
He allegedly will continue to come back at least for the short future.
and we will be figuring out a potential remote option as well. Stay tuned for how this pans out, ladies and
I'm on the
gentlemen.
edge of my seat just like you guys are.
Stay tuned. It'll be like an episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Find out next time. Oh, Dragon Ball Z. All right. Yeah, no, I don't got nothing, bro.
All right.
We're good. We can.
Well, with that being
wrap
said,
this thing. I
ladies and
gotta edit
gentlemen,
this thing. I tried.
thanks for hanging out with us tonight and staying tuned. Make sure y'all follow us on our socials at Rudy.dtx,
Coach Kev Ortiz.
Sky to Roots Pod.
Did you? What the fuck?
I think I had a stroke right now.
Scotty Pippen. I don't know what you said. Scotty Root.
I was gonna say at, and then I stopped, and I was gonna say scat,
Skitty pop pop pop.
and boom, 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 boom.
Yo,
At Scattered Roots Pod.
Scattered Roots. There we go.
Shout out. Thanks for not letting me get away with that, guys. I appreciate you calling me out.
Oh shit.
Miss Monica, thanks for being hanging.
Jesus. All right. End it. End it. Hell.
Y'all have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Adios.
Adios.